Start with breaking news here at 5, and it is a big announcement. WDRB can report exclusively that Ford is planning to bring an electric vehicle to the Louisville Assembly Plant.
The new EV is slated to start production in 2026. That is when the plant's current product, the gas-powered Escape SUV, will reach the end of its planned production. The commitment is part of that tentative deal the union and the company reached last night. Let's bring in WDRB business reporter Chris Ott. You've been on top of the negotiations inside the talks from both the company and the union's perspective for the last 6 or so weeks. Is this a surprise?
No, it's not really a surprise because we've seen, that the future of LAP has been something that's been up in the air, and we knew that it would be in the background of these contract talks. Remember, every 4 years, in addition to wages and benefits and such, the company makes commitments to the union about having products and making investments in each of its North American assembly plants. Well, what we're learning today is that that commitment for LAP includes a, quote, all new EV. We don't know yet what type of EV this will be. Ford may not even know yet what type of EV it wants to build there, but this will be one of the first Ford plants to be transitioning from a gas-powered vehicle to an electric vehicle, so it's fairly significant news.
And this move seems to make sense here because we have that battery plant going up in Glendale. Any thoughts on
two
those
battery
being
plants,
right?
In fact, yes. So it's the biggest battery production site for Ford in the world, and so obviously the closest plant geographically to that site is LAP. So just right there, it's pretty obvious why it might make sense to build an electric vehicle at LAP. And then the second thing is just that the Escape is a lot less popular than it used to be. And Ford is not really committed to that vehicle in the long term. In fact, Ford's CEO said last year that the Escape is a commodity product, and instead they want to build passionate products for the customers. So the sort of next move from the Escape has been something that we've been watching. The end of that vehicle's life cycle has been something that's been in the works for a while.
So if I'm sitting at home watching this or I'm working at LAP, the big question is this: a trade out of jobs or is this more jobs for LAP?
Well, those questions are sort of the next thing that we're going to be looking at. We don't exactly have those details yet. However, what I'm told is that without a plan for the Escape, there wasn't necessarily any plan for LAP beyond the end of 2025. So in that sense, this is a very good announcement for the preservation of jobs. And I'm also told that if LAP gets a flexible platform where they can build a lot of different kinds of EVs there, that in the future could be even better news for jobs than the current situation there. They might even be able to get back to 3 shifts, which they once had. Now they're on 2.
All right, Chris Ott, this is why you're the go-to man for business news in the city of Louisville. We'll look for your latest article on WDRB.com.